Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskar to all. I wish you all a very happy new year 2022. Let's look at how this year 2022 will be for Aquarius or Kumbh Rashi people. Let's look at the planetary positions first. So this year starts with Jupiter, that is your 11th and 2nd lord in your Rashi itself. Saturn, your Rashi lord, in the 12th Rashi from your Rashi. Then Rahu will be in 4th and Ketu will be in 10th. So this year starts with your Rashi lord in the 12th house and your 2nd and 11th lord in your Rashi itself. After April, your 2nd lord Jupiter is 2nd and 11th lord Jupiter will be moving to the 2nd house, which is a very positive transit, and after that your thought process will become more positive. You will start thinking better, and then later on Rahu also will come into a positive position for you, giving you more courage and power to take initiatives. Okay. Now, however, your Sadhe Sati is still running. That means you are going through your first phase of Sadhe Sati, and your second phase of Sadhe Sati will begin from end of April when Saturn moves to your Rashi. So what does this give? With Jupiter's favorable movement, you are going to get better confidence, better gains, and with your Rashi lord moving into your Rashi, of course, this will be the beginning of the second phase of Sadhe Sati. Still, it will give you some relief from the previous 2.5 years. So whatever trouble you have gone through the previous 2.5 years will ease out a little bit, but however it still will be a little more heavy, and there could be some issues on your health front, but more or less your health is going to be much stable than the previous years. The family support will get better and better this year as the year progresses. So this is what I can say is a good year for gains. You can expect some good new opportunities coming your way, and you can also see yourself taking up new initiatives and progressing well in this year. So overall, compared to the previous year, this is going to be much more positive for you. Coming to the health side, mental tension, injury to feet, indigestion due to overeating, injury due to small mishaps is indicated throughout this year. So be very careful. You need to stop worrying or worry little. So when you should know when to stop worrying, otherwise this will definitely affect your both physical as well as your mental health. So avoid overthinking. That's what I mean to say here. Then overeating also should be avoided, because Jupiter getting into a better position means you will be enjoying a lot of feasts, and you will be having more opportunities to eat well. So pay attention there. Health will definitely improve after April, and you will more or less stay stable, but intermittently you are going to face this kind of problems. The fluctuation will be more during October to December period, so pay more attention there. So what I recommend is do meditation, yoga, and follow a balanced diet for a much better year in terms of health. Coming to career and business prospects for working people, first 3 months may be a little challenging and also very heavy, because workload will be more and it could lead to mental tension. So it is indicated, so please try to be more patient and relaxed during these first 3 to 4 months. Of course, you need to perform your duties, do it. Some deception is also indicated during these first 3-4 months. So here I would like to say one more thing. Please mind your own business and don't poke your noses into others' affairs. So that could cause you trouble at workplace. This situation will improve. From May onwards, you can expect better results coming your way. Your communication will be much clear, and your thought process will also clear up to a greater extent. So what you need to do is maintain clear communication with your superiors and your peers, and also work diligently for a much better year. So there is a lot of positivity in this year. make the best use of this year. So this is going to be a progressive year for the working people. Now for businessmen, if I have to say, beginning of the year is going to be very heavy and very slow for you. There could be problems coming in from all the fronts, specifically from your workforce. Opportunities will start opening up after April. If you have any big plans, these big plans need to be executed during the second half of the year. Support from clients and business partners will be better during the second half of the year. This is a good time for you. This year is going to be a good time for you. So whatever you set in this year is going to really help you to move forward with much brisker pace in the coming years. So overall, a positive year for businessmen. Now coming to students, how it is going to be for students. The second part of the year will be much better than the first part of the year for the students. So till April, you may experience some difficulty in terms of both planning and execution. Your thought process is likely to be very lethargic till May. After that, it is going to improve to a much better way. This is the time for you to be more confident and take part in whatever competitive activities you want to do, write a competitive exam or any sort of competition. This year you are going to be definitely successful if you participate in competitive exams. Plan carefully, because without good planning you can't progress well. Specifically, you have to plan thoroughly if you are going for higher studies in this year. Overall, a progressive year for students. Now on the wealth front, if you have to talk about, your second hand lord is going to move into a favorable position for you this year. So as soon as Jupiter moves in to the 2nd or 11th, you are going to get much better gains. I would say things like your hard whatever you invested in the past can yield better results. Speculation may also give you good results in this year, but in the beginning of the year you need to be careful when you are speculating. Okay, don't be hasty. Specifically the first 3 or 4 months of this year, don't be very hasty. Be careful while spending, that because some unplanned expenditure may occur, or you will do wasteful expenditure. First 2-3 months will be very critical. So think well, plan well and progress well in terms of gains this year. Coming to the family front, overall a positive year. In the beginning you may feel it a little bit heavier, wherein you will be finding it difficult to communicate properly or thoroughly, because you may have end up having a lot of vague thoughts. Jupiter is in your Rashi, so he could cause you he will make you to act in that way. So don't let your vague thoughts spoil the family atmosphere first 3-4 months. Elders more or less will support you, okay, but what I can see here is support from elders will be a little less in this year. Siblings will definitely support you very well in this year. You can expect some good supports coming in from your friend circle as well in this particular year. There is trouble indicated in the family front, where you may end up arguing, or where you may end up having some dispute with your elders and siblings. Specifically the first 3 or 4 months are very important. The first half a slightly challenging one. As the year progresses, you will have a much better time during this year. Overall, if I have to say, it's going to be positive. Your relationship with spouse will be much better in the second half than what it is in the first half. So this is on the family front. Now let's look at what are the remedies that you can perform and make this year a much better one. Hanuman Chalisa, you have to read or recite. That means recite or listen to Hanuman Chalisa every day, because you are still going through your Sadesati period. Pray to Lord Ganesha. You can chant any of the mantras. One mantra I can tell you. You can chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha 1 or 8 times every day. If you are looking to donate certain things, donate things related to your Rashi Lord, that is Saturn, that is books, leather items, black sesame seeds, shoes on a Saturday. For Ketu, you can donate horse gram, white sesame seeds on a Saturday. Feed dogs if possible every day or at least on a Thursday. Now fasting on Saturday will also be very beneficial for you. So overall this year is going to be a much positive one, much progressive one for you. Please do these remedies and stay calm and quiet to make this a very fruitful year. I wish you all the best. Namaskar.